Welcome, race fans, to Mud Truck Television, coming to you today from the fantastic facility called Mud Truck Madness, an entire weekend of fun. Today, it is the SCS Gearbox Outlaw Shootout, the second point race of the Ark-La-Tex Bog Series, featuring 200 foot of Louisiana mud. These drivers have came from far and wide. They've got their machines tuned and they're ready to take on the record currently held by Randy Roberts at a 2.967. It is the SCS Gearbox Outlaw Shootout, part of the Mud Truck Madness event, coming up next on Mud Truck TV. Welcome, race fans, to the SCS Gearbox Outlaw Shootout, part of a weekend of fun here at Mud Truck Madness. Thomas Whitehead and Arkansas Razorback getting us underway today. This 200-foot Louisiana mud. And I've got to tell you, these drivers, as well as the machines, are ready for action today at Mud Truck Madness. The 200-foot Ark-La-Tex Outlaw record currently held by Randy Roberts in the brand new machine called Never Satisfied at a 2.967. This veteran driver lining up, getting staged and ready. A nice opening run of 3.219 on the pass, as we take you now to the instant replay. Slowing things down, getting you up close and personal to the action here on Mud Truck Television. A nice way to start the race right there, nice and straight through this 200-foot Louisiana mud pit here at Mud Truck Madness. A third camera angle on the race here on Mud Truck TV. Nice rooster tail off the line, throwing plenty of mud. That's going to bring up our next driver, Roy Butts and Delirious, here on the SCS Gearbox Outlaw Shootout. Of course, SCS is your source for quick change gears, custom machining, transfer cases, and so much more, including the gearboxes that literally can last a lifetime. Find out more on their website at scsgearbox.com. Roy Butts and Delirious checking the safety equipment, making sure everything is just right before he lines up and lets go of the throttle here at Mud Truck Madness. Lining up, looking for the green light, the okay to let it fly here on Mud Truck TV and the Untamed Sports TV network. Get ready. It's time to go racing. A 3.074 on the pass for Roy Butts and Delirious. Another nice, clean run. If those two go together, clean and mud, of course they do, here on Mud Truck TV. Another look now, slow motion style. The awesome machine and horsepower, Roy Butts and Delirious. That will bring up Robert Whitehead and the Junkyard Dog, chasing that record at 2.967 held by Randy Roberts and Never Satisfied, the current Ark-La-Tex Outlaw record. Let's see if he can get it done. the Junkyard Dog, and Robert Whitehead prepare to do battle here at Mud Truck Madness. Looks like we've got him lined up, ready to go. A 2.873, a new record set right there by Robert Whitehead in the Junkyard Dog. Wow, what a blistering run that was. A 2.873 taking the record away from Randy Roberts and Never Satisfied. Speed, power, and horsepower, along with fantastic driving right there. Robert Whitehead and the Junkyard Dog, your new record holder. The Ark-La-Tex Outlaw record with that 2.873 on the run. And you're seeing it right here on Mud Truck TV. That'll bring up Jamie Hewitt and Nearly Satisfied. The SCS Gearbox Outlaw Shootout. An entire weekend of fun here at Mud Truck Madness. Dave, Kathy, and team on hand, putting on an excellent show for all ages. 200 foot, the length of the track. Good old-fashioned Louisiana mud at its best. Ladies and gentlemen, on Mud Truck TV, Jamie Hewitt and Nearly Satisfied, cranking out a 3.142 on the run. Instant replay on the pass, hooking up nice off the line. Great rooster tail. Tires getting plenty of traction as they head into the mud. Again, a 3.142. Chasing that brand new record of 2.873 laid down by the Junkyard Dog. That will be a tough one to get. Going to bring up our next veteran driver, Richie Crow, and Crow's Mud Bog here on the SCS Gearbox Outlaw Shootout. Proceeds from today's race benefiting the Shriners Hospital, helping children everywhere, all over the area. To find out more about Mud Truck Madness, go online to mtmmudpits.com. And a 4.584 on the pass for Richie Crow and Crow's Mud Bog. Again, the instant replay on the run. That, my friends, would be what you call a lot of mud. Very quick, very fast. Thrown at you courtesy of Richie Crow and Crow's Mud Bog here on Mud Truck Television. Joe COFFMAN headed to the line now. The awesome machine known as Thrill Billy. Locked and loaded, ready to go. A bit sideways at the end. Lets off the gas, back pedals a 4.618. Still tripped the beam at the end of the track, getting the time. You see the truck head to the left here. The instant replay tries to correct, heads back to the right. A bit too much, has to backpedal. But still, getting the time put down. A 4.618 for Joe COFFMAN and the Thrill Billy. That's going to bring up our next driver. Headed to the line, Levi Lanier, driving the Mud Bandit. Part of the SCS Gearbox Outlaw Shootout, the second points race of the Ark-La-Tex Bog Series. Taking on 200 feet, Louisiana mud. This is a run what you brung class. Anything goes. Here we go on Mud Truck TV. A 3.980 for LEVI, LANIER, and Mud Bandit. Still chasing that brand new record, that 2.873 laid down by the Junkyard Dog. And of course, we mentioned earlier, the record was held by Randy Roberts and never satisfied. And ladies and gentlemen, they are here on location, ready to run. As we take a look at the slow motion replay, LEVI, LANIER, and Mud Bandit. Plenty of race action still to come here on the SCS Gearbox Outlaw Shootout and the Ark-La-Tex Bog Series. To the line now, Windle Skipper and the awesome hill and hole truck called Devil's Reject. Of course, Windle, one of the premier hill and hole chassis builders in America. No stranger to the game when it comes to getting to the other end of this pit. Here on Mud Truck TV. Windle Skipper and the Devil's Reject locked and loaded, ready to race. Here we go. A 3.920, nice straight run by Windle Skipper and the Devil's Reject, hailing from North Carolina. An incredible hill and hole truck. Of course, the hill and hole trucks are able to run anything, bog pits, flat track. The way they are built, they can withstand just about anything. That's going to bring up Casey FLURRY and Sudden Impact. The time to beat, that 2.873. Laid down by Robert Whitehead and the Junkyard Dog. Casey FLURRY will see if he can get it done. Here on Mud Truck Television, the second point race of the Ark-La-Tex Bog Series going down in Mud Truck Madness. It is the SCS Gearbox Outlaw Shootout. Off the line real good, a bit sideways there, a 4.070 on the run for Casey FLURRY and Sudden Impact. Here on Mud Truck TV, slowing down the action for you once again, up close and personal with these machines and this Louisiana mud. 200 feet of fun as Casey FLURRY gets it done with that 4.070. Be sure and check out our friends at PowerProRacingProducts.com, your home for NPR air filters, PowerPro chassis, chain drives, clutches, bell housings, coilovers, 3- and 4-link kits and parts, and so much more. Pros that know, use PowerPro. It's going to bring up Ronnie Ricker, driving the Arkansas Wild Thing. Here on Mud Truck TV, the SCS Gearbox Outlaw Shootout. The action continues. The mud continues to fly as these drivers chase that brand new record. Wow, a 2.873. That's going to be a hard one. Plenty of speed and horsepower here to get it done, though, on Mud Truck TV. Up on the bank he goes, has to backpedal, gets off the gasoline.
I told you that's why they
184 feet on the run for the Arkansas Wild Thing and Ronnie Ricker. Slow motion replay on the pass. Drifts to the left right there. Up on the side he goes. A whole lot of driving going on inside the cab of that truck, I guarantee it. Ronnie Ricker and the Arkansas Wild Thing does not get to the end. Still cranks out 184 feet. Looks like something might have lost a drive shaft. Tires still turning as he pulls out of the pit. Whenever something like that happens, a part gets loose in the pit. We have to send out some folks into the pit to stomp around barefooted and try and find the missing part. There you go, right there. Safety always first with the Ark-La-Tex Bog Series. Everyone looking for that missing part that came off that truck. Looks like this young man has found it right here. Looks like a piece of a drive shaft. We're going to take a break. More race action coming your way next with the SCS Gearbox Outlaw Shootout here on Mud Truck TV. Back to race action here on Mud Truck TV. Randy Roberts and Never Satisfied. The former record holder with that 2.967 got beat today by Robert Whitehead and Junkyard Dog at 2.873. And you know there's only one thing on this driver's mind, and that is taking back the record. It's Randy Roberts and Never Satisfied. Brand new machine. Ready to get it done here on Mud Truck Television at Mud Truck Madness. Here we go. And a 3.058 on the pass for Randy Roberts and Never Satisfied. The instant replay, and I guarantee it, what's going on in Randy's mind right now is I want that record back. And believe me, he's got the machine, the horsepower, and the driving skills to get it done. Not able to get it done today, but he'll be back. Randy Roberts and Never Satisfied. A 3.058 on the run. The SCS Gearbox Outlaw Shootout. Again, the second points race of the Ark-La-Tex Bog Series here in Manny, Louisiana at Mud Truck Madness. That's going to bring up BJ Vestal in full bore, our next veteran driver. I'd like to take a moment and thank our friends at mudwild.com for helping us film this fantastic race today. Great footage laid down by the folks at mudwild.com. Hit them on the website. Let them know you're there. To the line now, getting locked and loaded, ready to roll. BJ Vestal, our last driver of the day, in full bore. The SCS Gearbox Outlaw Shootout. An entire weekend of fun for everyone in Manny, Louisiana. Mud Truck Madness, mtmmudpits.com, the place to go to find out all the official info. BJ Vestal strapped in, locked and loaded, ready to let go of the throttle. BJ Vestal strapped in, locked, loaded, ready to go here on Mud Truck TV. It's time to go racing. And a 3.862 as he comes to a stop. BJ Vestal, full bore. Instant replay for you, race fans, of the full bore machine here on Mud Truck TV. Comes to a stop at the end, but still got the time. A 3.862 on the pass. Fantastic race action always going on here at Mud Truck Madness. The SCS Gearbox Outlaw Shootout. Dave, Kathy, and team putting on a fantastic weekend of fun. A show like no other. here at Mud Truck Madness. With the Ark-La-Tex Bog Series, the second points race of the season. And your final results. That brand new record put down by Robert Whitehead at 2.873, taking first place, followed by Randy Roberts, Roy Butts, Jamie Hewitt. And rounding out your top five, it's Thomas Whitehead with a 3.219, the SCS Gearbox Outlaw Shootout. Let's go to Gary Baker now, standing by with our winner.
Hey Brian, I've caught up with Robert Whitehead, Junkyard Dog. Robert, that was a heck of a pass you put in. The Ark-La-Tex national record now for the Outlaw class, 2.873. That was a heck of a pass, buddy.
Thank you, man. The track, it hooked up. We left hard. I had to drive it pretty hard down at the other end. It got a little loose, but hey, we was happy. I mean, it was a great run.
Well, that was a strong class you was running, and you covered the field by a 10th. By right at a 10th. That's pretty good, and man, truck's looking good, and good luck out there, and congratulations on that national record, Robert.
Thank you. I want to mention the guys that make me go fast. Brian with Four Stakes Performance, Napa, Heritage Home Health, Texarkana Nitrous, and make sure I get them all. Digital Effects.
Well, that's great. Folks, you know any of them, go visit them. Brian, new national record. Back to you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Gary Baker. Again, congratulations to Robert Whitehead and the machine known as the Junkyard Dog. A brand new national record here, the Ark-La-Tex Bog Series, a 2.873. Let's go now to Gary Baker, standing by with Eric Brock, director of the Ark-La-Tex Bog Series.
Hey, Brian. I caught up with Eric Brock, the director of the Ark-La-Tex Bog Series. Eric, 2.873, the new national record for you guys in the Outlaw class. That's awesome.
It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. We've been sneaking up on these sub-3 passes for many years, and to see a 2.8 come off today and beat our 2.9 of what we had 2 weeks ago for our national record is just phenomenal. These trucks, over 2,000 horsepower, getting it with it in four-wheel drive in the mud is just phenomenal to come watch and see.
Well, I'll tell you, it's awesome. And say, you know, you've been around this sport a long time. You've raced this mud, you raced the flat track, you've got a twin-turbo monster that that flies, and all your trucks are fast. And it's good to have a director that knows safety. We noticed out there, we had to stop the show for a few minutes, and we had guys out there fishing. What were we fishing for?
Well, we had a truck, drive shaft came loose on one of the trucks, and when that does happen, we've got to shut the show down and get in the pit and find that drive shaft. The result of a shaft in a pit is devastating if one got loose and we kick the tire up with a truck that does 2,000 horsepower. It definitely could have a fatality out here. There's nothing that we don't do that if we have a hazard for our driver or our spectators, we shut it down and take care of the hazard and continue to run the show. Fortunately, we were able to find the drive shaft after about 20 minutes of searching, and it's not a fun job.
Well, I'll tell you what, you had a crew out there, people all pitching in, and that was wild and stuff. But safety first, that's great. Great show and national record. Eric, I can't say enough about how wild that was to watch that pass, buddy. Thanks for
Thank you, Gary.
putting on a good show. And Brian, back to you.
And again, thanks Gary Baker, and thank you race fans for tuning in to Mud Truck TV, the SCS Gearbox Outlaw Shootout, the second points race of the Ark-La-Tex Bog Series here at Manny, Louisiana. Thanks again to everyone at mudwild.com for the fantastic race footage every time, and Dave, Kathy, and team, of course, at Mud Truck Madness. Go to their website, find out all of the details on the next event, mtmmudpits.com. Thank you so much again, race fans, for watching the show, tuning in, supporting the sport. I'm Brian Austin. On behalf of everyone at Mud Truck TV, we'll see you at the next race.